It's been a couple of months since my last book haul. Now that is not to say that I have not bought a lot of books in that period of time. I have, and initially I was thinking of just showing all the books I've bought since my last book haul, but like I said, it's a lot of books and I figured it was more fitting for me to show you the books I got at the start of the year. Now some of these books are gifts from amazing friends that I'm still in awe that you would be so gracious and so kind and so generous as to send me this. So some of these are from friends, some of these are from unboxings, and some of these books are books I actually bought. Now most of the gifts I was meant to have received them over the Christmas hauls, but I didn't get the books until January, so they are part of the books that I received at the start of the year, at the start of the decade, and I just yeah, I'm about ready to do my very first book haul of the year / decade. So I think I'll kick things off with the books I received as gifts, starting with Lady Smoke by Laura Sebastian. This is the second book in the Ash Princess trilogy by Laura Sebastian, and this was given to me by my very good friend Sara over at Novel Serendipity. I love Sara. She is we connected in Valentine's, last year's Valentine's. She was my buddy read and we had so much fun reading Not All Smoke and Bone, and then we just finished the rest of the trilogy and our friendship just developed from there. I can always turn to her for everything and anything, and I sincerely hope that she can do the same with me. And she sent me this book because she sent me Ash Princess. That's the first book in the trilogy. We have not read that either because our plan was to buddy read it, so I've not read Ash Princess yet. We're still trying to find a time when we both have the free time to do so and like space on our TBR to do so. So Sara, this is our opportunity to start. I think we should pick up Ash Princess sometime soon. I don't really know that much about the trilogy. All I know is that our lead protagonist is the heir of a kingdom, and then our kingdom is attacked and she our throne is taken away from her and she just basically made a figurehead, but she wants to gain back that power. She wants to save her people. It's very intriguing. You all know how much I love political intrigue, and Sara also knows how much I love political intrigue, and that was why she picked it for me from my wish list. And now I have Lady Smoke, which is the second book in the trilogy, and I think the third book is out, so I am definitely more than ready for us to start our body read of the Ash Princess trilogy. But thank you so much, Sara. I appreciate it. And also look at that cover. Isn't that reflective surface just gorgeous? It's absolutely stunning. It's a stunning book, very stunning. But Sara did not just stop at getting me Lady Smoke. She also got me Warcross by Mary Lou. This is going to be the first Mary Lou book that we both read, and she knows how much I love women, especially she knows how much I love women with tattoos, especially women with tattoos who have also dyed their hair, and our lead character in this has rainbow colored hair. I definitely can't wait to read this. This has all the things I love. Like I said, it has a kick-ass female character. She's strong, she's brilliant, and also it also has video games. It has virtual reality games. So these are all the things I love. This is going to be, like I said, this is going to be my first Mary Lou novel. I've never read any Mary Lou books since before now, and I know that they said that the second book in the second book in the series, the last book in the series was just kind of meh, but that Warcross is really good. So thank you so much for getting me Warcross, Sara. I appreciate it, and I cannot wait to body read this with you as well. And then the snarky, brilliant, also amazing, fantastic, funny Cindy over at Read with Cindy got me Scythe by Niels Schusterman. This is the first book in the Scythe trilogy. Cindy saw this on my wish list. I was like, she said she had to get it for me because she did enjoy the book. Yes, I know, Cindy, the romance is kind of iffy. I've accepted this fact, so I'm going to be going into this book well aware of that. But I'm just so happy that you got me Scythe. Isn't it pretty? It's such a pretty book. Okay, in this, basically, we are in a world where humanity has found a way to beat death. So people are not dying, and as a form of population control, these beings, there exist these beings called Scythe, whose job it is to wean out the population, and so basically they kill people. And we follow two new Scythe, I think. I'm not sure, but that's just all I know about this book so far. I want to enter it blind. I want to be blown away. I know so many people that love the series, and I cannot wait to get to it. And thank you so much, Cindy, for getting me Scythe. Thank you. I am so happy. I can't wait to read it. Such a pretty book, and that cover, look at that cover. Now you all have me wanting to go back and rewatch Bleach, which goddamn, the way it ended. Or maybe I should just rewatch Kuroshi Suji. I'm behind on the manga though. I should totally completely catch up on that soon. So Scythe by Neil Schusterman. Thank you, Cindy. And then Mila got me Daughters of Unri by Renike Amayo. In this we have twin goddesses who were separated at birth, but who have to go on this journey in order to, one, discover their identity, and also it is up to them to save their world from the evil malignant being that was responsible for them being separated. It's just, I love stories about mythology, especially ones that are clearly influenced by African mythology. And then you have twin goddesses who start the story not knowing, not being aware of their power, and then discovering their power along the way. That just, it's my jam. It's the kind of thing I love to read, and I cannot wait to read this. Like, I am so excited and so stoked. So definitely Daughters of Unri by Renike Amayo. And thank you so much for getting this for me, Mila. Thank you. It's such a pretty book, and look at that cover. Isn't that stunning? Black girl magic, black girl magic, black girl magic, black girl magic. And then the love of my life, Vendi, got me a signed copy of Queen of Nothing by Olive Black. I am still so shook. Like, thank you. She heard of the fact that Olive Black was doing a signing at like indie bookshops and was all up for it, and was like, oh my god, Nora, we both love the Folk of the Air series so much, and I absolutely have to get you the last copy. Don't get the last copy, at least not in this cover. And I didn't, and she came through, and I am just in awe and so amazed, and I feel so loved. Like, your note made me cry, Vendi. You made me cry so much. Thank you. And I know you were thinking, oh my god, it took, I do not mind that it took a while. And then, because she got me so many other things, like, oh god, I'm still shook. I am still in awe. I'm like, oh my god, how do I don't deserve this girl. I don't deserve her. Like, she got me. Look at it. It's curl print art. I intend to frame this. It is that iconic scene in Cruel Prince, you know, after the crowning. Like, look at that. Isn't that so cute? You can see Carden's anger and see Jude, and they just my babies. This is so pretty. I love you, Vendi. Thank you. Oh my god, like, I'm just you got me Cruel Prince art. I am still shook. And then look, she also got me, like, because she knows I like to keep the art print, right? It's of course very, like, she knows I like to keep art print. Like, you can't see my wall, but I'm looking across from here over at my wall, and I have like so many different characters on my wall, and just, isn't that pretty? Oh god damn. And then, like, I keep saying and then because Vendi spoiled me. She legitimately spoiled me. She got me samples. I don't know if I say it, but I do love samples, because I do love discovering new books, especially new books that were out of my radar. And I think that samples are an amazing way of being able to find that, because you read a chapter or two and you're like, oh, I like this author's style, or I like this voice, or I like where this story is going, and then I end up picking the book. So I collect samples. I love collecting samples, and she got me so many different samples. YA, adults. There's this one on mental health. It's not okay to feel blue and other lies. Like, look at that. I already know I'm getting this book when it comes out. So I feel so loved. I feel so loved. And you think that, okay, she got me the sample, she got me the signed copy of Cruel Prince, she got me some character art, she got me the character art, the Cruel Prince character art. You think that would be all, but no. When she went to BookCon in June, she was thinking of me, and she got me, look at, she got me, it's the Throne of Glass. Like, it's the Throne of Glass pencil case / pouch. You all know I'm a big fan of Sarah J. Maas, and I love the Throne of Glass series and the Akuta series, and this is just amazing. And of course, there's a quote, hope you cannot steal it and you cannot break it. But if it was just a pouch, you would think that is all, but no, because Vendi also knows that I collect bookmarks, so she got me like a ton of bookmarks, and she got me pins, so many goddamn pins. Look at them. Look at the pins. Look at that especially she got me Throne of Glass pins. I am still in awe, and you cannot see it because I don't want to bring it, I don't want to squeeze it too much until I get the chance to frame it. But she also got me the art. If you ordered for a copy, if you pre-ordered Night House, there's the art that you get with it. I have a copy and now I have two. Is too much? No, because I fucking love that book and I fucking love that art, and I want to just frame them side by side and just have them hanging up in my house. So thank you so much. Oh my god, Wendy, thank you so much, Wendy. Like, you spoil me. You more than spoil me. I mean, oh, like, thank you so much. Oh my god, thank you. And then my very good friend Rochelle messaged me and she was like, oh, Noria, have you ever heard of the Limitless series, which is basically this book of photography about LGBTQ plus Africans all over the world? And I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard of it. And then she was like, I have 2 copies and I want to send you one. And I'm like, oh my god, because Limitless, it's out of stock, everybody. Limitless is out of stock because it's just, what a brilliant creation. And then Michelle said, I'll send it to you. And she did, and it arrived, and it's beautiful. Like, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I feel so seen, so loved, so visible. Like, if you're queer and you're African, you know that the one thing is the fact that the narrative that society likes to push is that we're alone, or that there are no other queer Africans, or being queer is not in our culture, and that is so heartbreaking. So when it is that this book is a representative of that, it's a reminder that I am not alone, no matter what it is that they say, and it means so much to me. Thank you so much, Michelle. I'm just what a gift, what a gift. Thank you. And then Kiri DMs me on Twitter. They tell me that they've been subscribed to my channel and that they know how much I love the Folk of the Year series and how I am collecting so many copies of it because I love the Folk of the Year series. And they were like, hey Noria, so I have the Crate copy of Crow Prince and I know how much you love the series, and I was wondering if you would not mind if I sent it to you. And I'm like, the Crate copy. You all don't understand. The Crate copy is so hard to find, and I have the Crate copy of Queen of Nothing, but I don't have the Crate copy of Crow Prince and Weekend King. I'm like, oh my god, are you seriously going to send it to me? And they were like, yeah, can I have your address? And I sent it to them and it arrived. It's the Crate copy with the throne and the crown on it of Crow Prince. I'm still the day I got it, I was dancing all over my living room. It was like midnight and I was just dancing all over my living room because I have the Crate copy of Crow Prince. Oh my god. So now all that is left to complete my collection is the Crate copy of Wicked King, and then I would have like all 3 Crate copies. Like, it's gorgeous, it's stunning. I am so thankful, Kiri. Thank you for your generosity, thank you for your kindness, because oh my god, this is, I'm sweating, I'm just blushing because I'm so hyper right now. I'm so happy. But yes, Crow Friends, Valley Black, thank you, Kiri. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Oh my god, yes. And then there's the final gift, which also had my mouth dropping open in awe, because when I tell you I was not expecting to get this book, I mean, I was not expecting to get this book. This is one of those books you put on your wish list and you're like, I would eventually have to buy it because 1, it's expensive, and 2, it's expensive, and I was just not expecting it, and it arrived. And Chika, oh my god, I cannot believe the generosity. Chika and Ene of Me, The Diviners by Libra Bray. I am not just The Diviners, it's the original copy, the first edition copy that is so fucking gorgeous. And I just saw it and I was like, I'll put it on my wish list and get to it eventually because it was so expensive. And I have a copy of it and it looks, oh god, it looks divine. Chika, you're so generous. Thank you. I screamed. When I say I screamed when I opened the box, I mean I screamed when I opened the box, because wow, look at it, look at that spine. And do you know what's the best part? I am currently reading The Diviners. I'm listening to it on audio. And I'm like, oh, should I start reading it physically? But the audio is so fucking nice. I'm like, I would really reread with a physical copy. God damn. But like, there was the intro at the start when Naughty John shows up, and like, having to hear the word spelled rather than actually reading was so hard. And I was just like, I need to get a physical copy so I can actually read what it is that he spelled out. And now I get the chance, and she's pretty, she's thick, she's gorgeous. Thank you so much, Chika. Thank you for being so fucking generous. You're amazing, and I love you, and I'm in awe, and oh my god, and thank you. Your generosity. And let me just quickly do a plug-in that for those that don't know, at the end of the month I was invited to be a guest on Paper Cut Book Club, and the book we're reading is The Diviners. So that's why I've been reading it, and I can't wait to share my thoughts. And Chika, I know you loved it, and so far I am having such a blast reading it. So good, it's so good. But once again, thank you so much for your generosity. I love you. Now moving on to the books I actually bought, which are not that much, and then after that I'll just show you the books that have come so far in subscription boxes for me. So one of the first book I got this year, I bought for myself this year, is Foundracide by Robert Jackson Bennett. Look at that cover. That cover is stunning. Oh my god. Gorgeous. What a gorgeous cover. This is a book I definitely want to enter blind. I don't want to know as anything. In fact, I just want to have a basic idea of what the story is about. And in this, we follow a master thief who basically is employed to steal something, only for her to discover that what it is that she thought she was stealing, it goes so much more than that. And then she discovers powers she never knew she had. Or rather, she had the power, but now it's way more than what she actually always assumed that power was, I'm guessing. But like I said, I don't want to know that much about this book. I want to enter it blind. I have heard so many great things about Foundracide. I've heard so many great things about Robert Jackson Bennett's writing, and I cannot wait to get into it. Also, this book is queer. Like, the lead character is queer, and she's also a woman of color, and I'm like, double combo. Like, what is not to love? So I cannot wait to read it. Foundracide by Robert Jackson Bennett, like, mwah, gorgeous. I repeat, look at that cover. Isn't that pretty? Like I stated in one of my videos, this year is the year that I also want to get into Robin Hobb. As such, I have decided to start with the Farseer trilogy. So I got Assassin's Apprentice and Assassin's Quest. I know there's Royal something, I think it's Royal Assassin. That copy is still on its way. Yeah, I got all the books in the trilogy, and I think I also got I'm slowly making my way through all her books. Eventually I probably would have every single Robin Hobb book, and then I would be making my way through the series one by one. I do know that 5 of our series are interconnected into a larger world. Those are the 5 series I want to get first, so that I can read them in the order in which I've been told to read them, which is in the order in which she wrote them, and then eventually I will branch out into our other books. But yes, I got the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb. And then we'll get to the last set of books in my book haul, which are the books I've gotten in subscription boxes. I would start with the books I got in subscription boxes in January, starting with these 2 books I got from Book of the Month, Long Bright River by Liz Moore and Dangerous Alliance by Jenny Cohen. These are both December Book of the Month choices, but I did not get them until January, and it's the reason why they are making it to this first all of the year video. This book follows the opioid crisis in Philadelphia. You have 2 sisters. One of them is walking the street as a cop, and the other one is walking the street as an addict. And when our addict sister goes missing, the cop believes that something has gone wrong and is racing against time to see if she can save her sister's life. I feel that it's a very good thriller. I cannot wait to read it, and so many people have praised Liz Moore's writing, so I'm very intrigued and very, very ready to pick it up as soon as possible. So yeah, Long Bright River by Liz Moore. Hey baby. And then there's Dangerous Alliance by Jenny Cohen, which is a retelling. I wouldn't say it's a retelling, but basically it draws its inspiration from Jane Austen's stories. You have a lead protagonist who is a fan of Jane Austen, kind of like myself, and when it is that she has to get married, she basically tries to use Jane Austen's format, right, of telling romance to find herself a suitor. The only problem is that someone clearly wants her dead, and unfortunately Jane Austen does not really have any advice on how exactly to stay alive, to see your wedding day, one, to know exactly who to marry, two, and to discover exactly who it is that wants to kill you, three. So I am like, when I heard the premise, I had to pick it up as my add-on for December, because I definitely want to read this book and find out. Let me know if you've read this and if you enjoyed it. But even if you didn't, who knows, I might enjoy it, I don't know. But this was my pick of the month. This was my add-on book of the month pick for December. And then moving on to the books I got in subscription boxes in January, starting with Woven in Moonlight by Isabel Ibanez. This came in my Fairy Loot box one. Look at that cover. Isn't that just beautiful and colorful and magical? I love it. In this, basically, we follow a girl who is a freedom fighter, who's fighting for the freedom of her people, and in so doing has to pretend to be the Condessa when it is that the man responsible for the imprisonment of her people requests for the Condessa's hand, or not request but demands the Condessa's hand in marriage. This is also a book I want to know as little as possible about. I am very intrigued and I want to see exactly how the story plays out. And then there's Things in Jars by Jess Kidd. This was my book of the month pick for January. In this, we follow a female sleuth who has been tasked with finding an aristocrat's missing daughter, and it basically does have some fantastical elements because there's like this 8-foot giant housemaid, there are mermaids, there are obviously things that go bump in the dark, and obviously there's the occult underbelly of London, which, speaking of Kuroshi Suji, if you have read that manga, you understand that the Victorian era London apparently did have some occult undergoings like beneath it all. So I've been wanting to read this ever since I first heard about it, and when I saw that it was one of the books in book of the month for January, I immediately jumped on it. So it arrived last month. I am not ready yet, but I can't wait to get to it. So Things in Jars by Jess Kidd, which is a thriller, slightly fantastical thriller, but yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. And finally, the last book, the absolute last book in my book haul has to be Anna K by Jenny Lee. This is a retelling of Anna Karenina, but told through characters in the Upper East Side, which I don't know if I've ever mentioned it on my channel, but I used to be a big fan of Gossip Girl when I was a teenager, like a big, humongous fan. I had a big ass crush on Blair Waldorf. I wanted her to step on my throat. I also had a crush on Chuck Bass, even though he's an absolute asshole, but what can I say? The bad boy, he appealed to me. He also always knew what he wanted, which was saying a lot, because Nate was Nate and Dan was Dan Humphrey. So, but anyway, as I was saying, this is a retelling of Anna Karenina told through teenage characters, and I've heard that it was masterfully done retelling. Now, I have never read Anna Karenina. It's not the first Toy Story on my list. I actually wanted to read One Piece. Let me know down in the comments down below if you think I should read the OG Anna Karenina first before I get to this book, or if I should read the retelling first before I read Anna Karenina, because like retellings for me are always iffy. You have to get the spirit of the original right. It's the reason why I did not really like Pride by Ibizu Boy, because I just felt that a lead character did not capture the spirit of Elizabeth Bennet well, and you all know how much I love Pride and Prejudice. So I'm wondering if it's best for me to read Anna Karenina first, or if I should just jump straight to this first, because if I'm waiting to read Anna Karenina, it might take a while. But I might also get it on audio and just like being through it in like a month. So there's always that option. Just let me know down in the comments down below. All the gifts, all the books, that is my book haul. All the books I got, at least my first book haul of the year/decade. Once again, a big thank you to everybody who sent me books, who gifted me stuff. I am still so humbled and so mind blown that you all are so fucking generous. Like, thank you. My heart is so fucking full. But yeah, that is this video. If you liked it, please do not forget to give it a big thumbs up. Check out my other videos, subscribe if you want to, and if you do, please click on that notification bell so you can know the minute I have a new video go up. I make new videos every Sundays, Wednesdays and Fridays, and I'll see you soon. Until then, stay passionate, love books, love yourself. Bye.